everybody in YouTube land. This is Mary Ellen here for your June 2022 reading for Capricorn. As many of you know, I'm involved in a massive transition in my life, partly because I am an Earth sign and we are all being lovingly ground into dust in order to bring forward and assist the transformation that's coming forward on this planet. And I am here by virtue of my guides to talk about that journey and to talk about each set point in the frequency, my guides call it the tapestry, of all energies here to assist this effort. So that's what we talk about on this channel. On my Patreon page, you will find the love reading monthly that accompanies the life path reading. So let's jump right into it. I have already checked in with the decks in order to get the oracle cards, and we'll jump into the reading. I'm going to post a picture of the reading on the community tab so you'll be able to see the card spread, okay? So no surprise, Capricorn. Look at that. I see we got some shade issues coming in from the window, so just bear with it, okay? Snake. This is from the Animal Medicine deck. In this particular deck, the meaning of this card is about the fire shaman, the one who is able to take the hits, all the snake bites that come along a certain pathway in order to bring new life forward. See the eggs? That's what that's about. And Capricorn, you sure have taken the hits, haven't you? Many of you feel ground into the dust. It's what I was just having a conversation with friends and family yesterday and today about this experience that the Earth sign people are having. Capricorn is represented in these moments. Okay, my guides are talking about Atlas and the hero's journey, all those things. It has come out before. So we're reviewing the moment that we're at in June because those eggs are about to hatch. We've come through the first part of the eclipse season for this year, and we just came through a new moon eclipse. So a new path, a new start coming forward. And look at you. Gorgeous, isn't it? The journey. The shamanic journey that you've been on. Owl medicine, flying through the dark. Sacred vision into the void, carrying destiny forward. At the heart chakra, which resides within you in the third eye and activates the pineal gland. Deep journeying. Many things unknown and being willing and brave enough to take the journey anyways. And we see that it is numerologically adds up to an 11. So you are partnering with all the inhabitants of this place, all the energy, and the mystical destiny. It's happening on a very personal level for you. I love that. Beautiful. This came out from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, that's the deck, with the representation of journey. There you are, walking into the journey, walking into the light, and the mystery of all the things that are meant to come forward. That's you, Capricorn. And why? This is the fourth chakra. Do you see the illumination and the blossoming of what is meant to come forward? Heart chakra energy. So those energies being described in all those ways are here in the month of June for you to play with, for you to acknowledge, for you to experience as you go through the month. So the theme of the reading, according to my guides, from the beautiful mystical Celtic Wisdom Tarot, of course that's where you're at. A new road, a new path, something perhaps bringing a little bit of lack of clarity, lack of certainty, lack of trust in yourself. So this young man was a wisdom holder. His father sat in the chair. He passed away. This guy was out having his young man's adventures, learning from leaning into life. He had to come home, take up the chair. He was a little scared, not sure, felt unready. He'd been out kind of partying, right? He hadn't been following the prescribed path. You may feel that way, some of the Capricorns here. to collect this message. But never fear, because the guides are going to come forward. So this person comes to visit. The young man went home, took up the chair, wondering, oh boy, I've stepped in it now. He actually has on a fake beard and a cloak made of leaves. He was trying to make himself look ready, and he was not ready in any way. So he thought. But the message is, this person came forward to discuss the wisdom that was passed down in the oral tradition, pay homage to his dad, etc. And this guy finally said, you know what? I can't do it. I'm not ready. I'm freaking out. Will you please mentor me until I have the readiness to take up the honor of sitting in the chair? It's always backwards, so forgive my pointing. And basically the message was, look, destiny has turned. It is your time. So a dialogue about all the sacred knowledge, a sacred dialogue. What happened was he relinquished the chair, and the older wisdom holder said, okay, I agree to your terms. I will sit here until you're ready. And he handed him the scepter, and he said, okay, my first decree is that you're going to come sit in the chair. Get up here. You are ready. Of course you're ready. You demonstrated that you're ready. It's not about arrogance. It's about willingness to adhere to what is true. And the story went from that. There's a long story behind it. But here's why, gang. So that's the theory about the energy as it goes forward. My guides call it the theme of the message. This energy is you. Oh my gosh, I love it. They're just so profound. Just look at the picture. Someone completely regenerating. This is the Ten of Wands. That moment when you let go of the past completely and you allow yourself to drop the burdens of trying to carry the past, all the things that weighed you down. Pluto's mantle in your life is beginning to pass off. So this is the moment after this new eclipse of the new moon. Drop the burdens, whatever they may be. Internally, we're talking about your internal process, so that you can reform yourself. You see Pisces right there at the head? You are the sea goat. You carry a particular form of ancient wisdom. I invite you to go online and learn about that. So that's the set point. This is about your human journey. And again, my guides keep saying, just look at the picture. It will explain to you. You will get from viewing it what you are meant to know. But here you are, Capricorn, at the top of the mountain. Is anyone surprised? I'm not. And again, Pentacles, quest of knowledge, 10 of Pentacles. That moment when you allow yourself to drop the burdens of the assumptions and the erroneous learnings and the things that no longer fit and the people that don't work and whatever it is, and you let it go, something very mystical happens. And you find yourself standing at the top of the mountain, able to access the Akashic records, the fountain of wisdom, the bowl out of which all life comes. Universe, angels, guides, think those kinds of notions. So that's where you're going. Look at that. That's the Four of Wands. Do you see again, water? The blue shoes indicate transformation. So there you are. I kind of like that. There's a little shaded area, and then there's you standing in the light. Four of Wands. What have my commitments? And it's a judgment card, right? Judgment about your skill set. Where have I been? What have been my struggles, my journeys? How did I make the commitments I made? Do they still work for me? What am I to commit myself going forward? And the internal struggle that I may be experiencing. I dare say that some of you may have some dreams and some visions. It might be a very clairvoyant type of moment as you sail through the month of June. And here's why. Of course, the World card, a brand new cycle starting. You have reached an epiphany, and we see it predicted in all these ways. Transformation. Because you're ready. I don't think you can hold it back. I think it's happening For those of you that don't know, I'm a Virgo. My life has been ground into the dust in a way that is amazing and fabulous. And I'm actually home in my little apartment, having sold Moonrise Cottage and been brave enough, if you will, to leap out of there because the time was right. So for an entire year, the anniversary of my leaving will be June 15th. So I'm back here to finish giving away my belongings and float in the ether in the moments of change. That's where you're at. Because you have done the journey successfully. A new journey starts and you have perfected your energy through all the efforts that you've put in. Whether you consider yourself perfected or not, it's true. So just take it. Let yourself float in the ether. I think all the earth signs are there. Everybody I know, all the clients from the channel, we're all going through a very similar thing, tempered by our particular astrology. So I forgot to say, if you want a reading, click below, okay? So the transition card, the thing that ties your human life to your soul destiny, those commitments you made before you got here. Look how sacred the moment is. The renewer. So the full name of the card is the Renewer of Devotion. It's the Judgment card. It's a moment of awakening. It's a moment of being risen, so to speak. And whatever way you understand that from within the traditions that you follow, that's where you're at. That is the triple sacred guardians of the bowl. There's nothing that's going to prevent you from this event in your life, however you activate it, however you engage with it. All right. So in this moment, when we have this kind of a showing, that is an assurance that you have completed a literal circuit, a cycle within the circuit of your soul's existence has been completed, and you're made free to go on to the next journey. So what's the purpose of all this stuff, you might ask? I ask it all the time, every day, all day. Look, another 10, quest of battle. Your battles are almost over. I shouldn't point at you, but honest, I feel it in my own life. It doesn't mean I'll never have troubles or I'll never experience loss. We're human. So we're going to have those experiences in whatever way they're meant for us. You on a soul level, your warriorship in this place, your addition, your devotion, the renewer of devotion, the purpose has been this, to guide humanity through the days of Pluto in order to help this boat full of souls, meaning everyone here on the planet, find their way to freedom and solid ground. So we see this boat full of souls. They're rowing. They can't find the shore because it's dark. It's nighttime. So all kinds of allegories in these messages about the times that we're in and the times that we've been through since 2008, when Pluto last came into the first house of Capricorn. So there you are now. You've carried all of us. There's a word that's trying to pop through, and I can't quite grasp it. I know what it is, but I'm waiting for it to hit my tongue. It's about an ancient hero. It'll come. All right, so there we go. Look, because you are meant to have a revelation. That's what's going on. See that? Human level, the prediction, your set point energetically, and on a soul level. A sacred revelation, and we know it to be true because we have this. You are going deep into transformation. The revelation of knowledge, 9 of Pentacles, where you get to be standing in the moment of change where we float, literally, while the transition happens. That's what this guy's doing. He is transforming without a death. He is coming into awakening. That's what the imagery means. And Elk is about having stamina for this long, intense journey. So he, in reference to this reading, it's my guide's way of expressing the sea goat nature. He is about to melt away his physical form and leap into the water element, the sea goat part of his nature. In order to transform, he turns into a salmon. See that? He gets caught by a fisherman. They take him to the palace. He is eaten by the queen. And there begins the new journey. Look, the 0 point. When that transformation is complete, the queen actually becomes impregnated by eating the salmon, and he is reborn as one of the greatest wisdom holders of the age. The Fool card represents looking into the light and binding yourself with the intention of the universe that is carried within you, your soul, your I am consciousness. And you step out to turn destiny and begin the new journey. Do you see you're having a Kundalini awakening? I know a lot of Capricorns, they're already on this journey. There's the bowl again, see? Destiny. Rising up into your destiny. It's phenomenal. So I'm going to pick a card. I left the last card to shuffle out on the energy. Spirit, can you please get, yes, thank you. Woo, that was fast. Okay. I like this. Look. That is the lover of devotion. This woman is in a trans-like state. Oof, it was hard to get out. She's choosing her pathway. Which way should I go? I have to choose from my heart. No matter all the things that might be available to me, I can only choose that to which I can truly devote myself. I think there will be a lot of Capricorn people who will be transiting from jobs, out of relationships, into a new pathway. It's all over this reading. Don't forget to click on the community tab to see the full card spread, okay? So, in traditional tarot, this is the Lover's card. It tells me that relationships are ending and relationships are forming, and your devotion to humanity and the sacred journey that you have chosen, you're coming to know yourself. Bonded with the universe in what is called in some traditions the I am consciousness. Because each of us is, my guys just said the word translation. We are a translation and an intention that comes out of all that exists. The frequency of intention. So if you're setting out on a new relationship, or you might meet somebody, some very profound soulmate partner, don't be surprised. It might not be a lover. Part of what's happening is we're detaching ourselves from romantic love, many of us nowadays, in these next days, because it's the place we're moving into. When you get to 4D and 5D, we're not going to need attachments the way we have truly needed them in the past. So you might be finding yourself having a little bit of that experience. Whether you have a partner or not, things are shifting and changing. My guides are saying, leave some space for that. So let's pick a rune for you folks, and we will go forward into the love reading. I'm going to stop this video and we'll start again. I'll put the love reading up, okay? And it will publish to Patreon and be available there. And I, of course, would appreciate your support. So, given everything I just finished saying, that's the room for partnership. Thank you, Spirit, so much for driving this home. So, we visualize it as an X, well, in the English, Western languages, because in order to partner, you have to stand in your own energy without interruption. And you meet your partner at the midpoint, and you both retain your separateness while you are joining together. That's what you're doing, Capricorn. That's what you've been doing. This is the destiny you've been bringing forward. So I could ramble on, as you know, about that. It's very deep. There's a lot of emotion coming forward this month. So stay tuned, because I am in the transporter being beamed up in whatever way that is true for me, I've kind of calmed down about trying to get all the readings out. Sometimes I'll be able to, and sometimes I won't. And I'm just going to follow my path. I'm looking at the potential of a lot of travel in the coming year. So I'm leaving here on the 30th of June. I am buying myself a little cargo van. I'm going to give most of the stuff that you're seeing here away. Some of it's being loaded into the van, and then I'm going to go to a family wedding and a reunion, and then I'm going to be driving to visit friends and blah, 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 my way across the country. So I may not have the opportunity to do readings until September. We'll see. Okay, gang, just full disclosure. Have a wonderful month. Thank you so much for being here with me. And for everything, holy cow, the everything, I don't even know what card to pick up. The everything that you've been doing, okay? This thing, my guys are saying it's this, it's that. Thanks, Capricorn.